You made your selections for the February Icon box. You know what you're getting. You're super excited, but you're wondering, is it gonna work? Is it any good? I know the hype behind all the products, so we're gonna go ahead and try my Icon box, which is the one that Ipsy sent my way in PR. And if you're new here, Nana, I am 100% honest no matter what. So if a product is poo-poo, I'm gonna tell you it's poo-poo. I know I got the box for free. But the reality is that they just want us to review the product and let you guys know if it's worth the hype or not. So we're gonna go ahead and do that today. Now, if you didn't see my unboxings, girl, my Icon is live. So you'll see every single item in like first impressions, and then you can do like a comparison between first impressions and the actual try-on. Check out my BoxyCharm by Ipsy for February, as well as my Ipsy Glam Bag, because they're all already live on the channel. I'm gonna begin applying my skincare. So I'll go in with the Ren Glycol Lactic Radiance Renewal Mask with AHA. It says I'm supposed to apply all over the skin, avoiding the eye area. Y'all already know. This is gonna look like a honey. Apply it on the skin. I should pull my hair back, shouldn't I? Let it sit for 10 minutes, and then you will remove this baby with a damp cloth. It smells pretty. I have no perfume on this time, mija, so it smells really nice. I did 3 pumps and that was enough. This channel, sometimes we are a train wreck. Most times we're a train wreck. Made a boo-boo, man, because now I have to pull my hair back. And I wasn't prepared, so I didn't have my towel on my lap. I found it. Since I have to wait, let me just tell you that my thumbnail for the Icon box was straight up like so easy. Because in my brain, the only thing that I could think was no FOMO here. Pero mija, I truly believed that I had no FOMO until you guys started sharing what your selections were. And I heard Charlotte Tilbury, Pat McGrath, Danessa, Gay. The brands that I was hearing, I was like, I'm glad I got the box. Thank you, as you know, for gifting it. But at the same time, I genuinely was like, it's too late. I should have resubbed to the BoxyCharm by Ipsy, snagged the Icon box while I was at it. But it's okay. I'm just glad that they're featuring such amazing products that on a regular, most people wouldn't run out and get because they're so freaking pricey as part of a box. This box was freaking fire. Like, all the variations sound so amazing so far this year. It's just... All right, we're looking at 7 minutes in. I wanted to give you an update. This doesn't seem like it's gonna dry down. It seems like it's gonna stay tacky. We are at the 10-minute mark. I'm gonna start removing. I don't even have a mirror then in the henna. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start removing the product. Still tacky. You know what this reminds me of? And I know most of you guys have tried this already. The Pharmacy Honey. I think it's called the Honeydew. We all got it through the original BoxyCharm. It came with like a little flathead spatula. I keep looking this way because I have a viewfinder. She didn't want to be in here with me anymore. She's too grown. She's too grown. I said, hey, you want to come in the studio and film with me? And she says, no, I'll stay here. I'm like, okay, you're too good for me now. Sidetracked. I'm sorry. Let me just kind of like come back to you guys. It reminds me of the Honeydew, like by Pharmacy. You know that pot? It looks like a little jar of thick honey, and then you have to like scoop it out, except it wasn't super thick. So this is very similar. It's a looser consistency, but it's very similar. Let's look close up and see what I feel. My skin looks refreshed. It feels refreshed, but I mean, it's, you know, an acid and AHA. So this is not something that you're going to notice a difference like spot on within 10 minutes. But this mask with ongoing use and treatment, you'll notice a lift and a vibrancy and just smoother skin. It's just going to look beautiful. I'm going to move on to Golden Fatten MD's serum. This is the Plant Profusion Supreme Serum. This is the one that looks like a milk. Didn't pick up much. Are you even full? Yeah. I can see right in there. The pump didn't pick up. Okay, I guess that's enough. This is unscented. Last time when I did the unboxing, I was having a hard time because I also unboxed my dossier and, you know, we just had a lot of fragrances going on at the same time. This feels cooling and so nice on the skin. Oh, I like this. Kind of like a lotion, but it doesn't feel like a lotion. Like, I could get with that. I want to see if it's going to dry down tacky or not. It just feels like a water cream. As I always say with skincare, you want to give yourself a minute or two in between to let your skin absorb all that yummy goodness. Does my skin not look glowy and cute? Literally feels like no me puse nada. There's nothing on there. I'm going to go ahead and use the Dr. Jart Ceramidin Skin Barrier Moisturizing Cream. I really, really like this. I've been using it for a few days and I like it, but I feel like if you're gonna apply this under makeup, make sure that you apply a very small amount depending on the formula that you're gonna use. If it's a really drying foundation, then yeah, go ham with this because it's really going to make that foundation look graceful and super pretty on the skin. But if it's a glowy and dewy foundation and it's supposed to hydrate your skin, go very, very light with it. This is so hydrating on this. I really like this. Okay, that's the point. I like it. This product by In Beauty is one of those things like you can either say it's skincare or you can say it's makeup. I considered it skincare because technically it's not gonna give you, or it's not supposed to give you coverage or anything like that, but it will make your skin or alter the way that your skin looks. So I wanted to call it skincare, but tomato, whatever you want to call it, I'm down with it. I'm not going to overdo this. I just want to give my skin a little something. I've tried things like this before. I'm going to pop this here, here, and here. I would never go in on the center of the face. Products like this, you want to start on the edge, perimeter of your face. Think if you're bronzing the skin, you're going to bronze the perimeter of your face like in threes in a way. That's where you naturally look bronzed. You would apply it on the perimeter of the skin first. That way you're not overdoing and then dimming the light here. And then once you've done that, if you feel like you need more, if you can blend it forward, blend it forward. I know you, like so many of you are probably cringing like, why is she touching her skin like that? But you really do not want to overdo something like this because you want it to look graceful and natural. And if you overdo it, it's gonna look odd. Almost like you got a patchy spray tan job done. I think that looks good. I'm gonna add a little more because it doesn't look insanely intense, which I like. We'll do the same thing, but I'll move a little forward this time. You know what? This is pretty to apply on the skin on its own, see? And then go in with your concealer, the lightest blush ever. Go to lunch. It's just pretty, see? I'm curious to see what the skin is going to look like. I'm gonna move forward and use my Charlotte Tilbury. I know this looks really dark. This is not the color. This is the color, so it's lighter for sure. I'm gonna use this one. When I heard you guys say that you are getting Charlotte Tilbury, I was like, I'm in it. That happens because I'm talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing, and now I have foundation everywhere. It's a good thing I have a wet rag here. Anyway, before I got interrupted by my nonsense, you guys said you were getting the new Charlotte Tilbury foundation. I was like, wait, which one is it? Because I haven't seen it. But then when I saw this, I was like, hello, yes. I'm so excited because I already own it, so I can share with you guys what she looks like, how she works. Don't do what I did. She has a pump. I like that foundation. It is dewy, so be ready. If you have really dry skin, you're going to like it. Because it has a dewy finish and it looks graceful and airbrushed and so pretty on the skin. If you have oily skin, prep your skin in advance, apply your serums, your acids, and make sure you use a really nice primer that's going to mattify the skin and kind of help your makeup last. It is a hydrating formula for sure. Look how pretty she looks, and look at the under eye. It already started balancing the under eye area because it looks so nice. Look at that coverage. It looks so stinking good. And I know I used this In Beauty product, but she's already dewy. So it'll be a little less than this, but this is still dewy. I'll quickly apply my concealer. I'm gonna go in with the Stay Matte, which is a stunning formula. It is so stunning for freaking $5. It was less than $5. So freaking good. And to set, I'll use Huda's Cherry Blossom Cake Powder. I want to make sure that there's no shimmer and or luminosity in certain areas. Like in this area, it doesn't look pretty and graceful. It just looks oily. And that's the effect of the foundation and the In Beauty product like mixed together. So with no additional product, whatever is left on my powder puff, I'll just kind of tap around, diffuse the situation just a little bit. But I want to make sure that these areas here remain glowy because it looks so pretty and it looks hydrating and healthy. But like even here, you don't want it to look dewy. So you always want to make sure that you set the areas that are not going to look gracefully dewy for your skin. Brows are done, lids are primed, and we are ready to play around with this palette. It's stunning. And I'm gonna use the eyeliner as a pop of color. Do we know what we're doing? No, we never do. But I think that's what makes it fun. So I'm gonna start with this shade here. Let's warm up the crease. So it's Compassion. And then I'm gonna like fluff this up starting out here. I'm gonna bring it up as far as I can, like to my little, why did I say little? To my brow bone. I'll do like quick circular motions, nothing precise, nothing perfecto. That's actually a really, really nice shade. And I'm gonna go into Me Amo, and I'll take that shade, apply that directly on the crease. Circular motions going into the eye, not outside of the eye. And I'll bring it up at the top of the crease here, almost like I want it to meet the beginning of my brow. And then I'm gonna pull this shade out, but only on this area. I'm gonna grab a really fluffy brush, and that is because I'm gonna go into Positivity. I wanted a rounded brush so that I can get it in here, like into that inner corner, and I'm tapping. I want it to be big. I said that. I want it to be big and round. That sounds so bad. I want the brush to be big and round so that it's just effortless. See how I'm just tapping and it's doing its job without disrupting what I've already done? It just cuts back on the amount of work you have to do with blending. I am gonna keep this eye matte because we're going in with the blue liner, but I will be doing another look because I wanna do a look with the shimmers. I'm going to mix Te Amo and the black Fearless together. And I'll tap that out here. Now that I have what I want on this outer end, because I'm tapping and removing as much of the product off of the brush and onto the eye, I don't want to go in and blend because if I do, I could potentially ruin this. Which is why I usually have a towel on my lap. I'm just going to kind of dust away whatever's left. And I'll do little circular motions going in like this. And I'll take my time blending this in. And I'll pull out here just a smidge. So I'll kind of like pull out, bring it in, pull out, bring it in. I'm dividing between both sides, that little bit of eyeshadow we have on there. We're relying on this pencil for the pop of color. I'm hoping for the best. It is so creamy, so soft. You gotta be really careful because that tip will slip. Why am I saying these things? I don't mean it that way. You guys know what I mean. So I want you guys to go very light-handed with it. Just kind of like, see what I'm saying? It's so soft. It will apply though, which is good, but it's almost like, think instead of a potted gel, it's a gel and a pencil. Like, it's that creamy. If you were to take one of these into a potted gel, it just picks up a lot, right? Same thing. Wow. Let's go this route because the tip is breaking fairly easily because it's that creamy. It broke. Okay, since the tip broke, mija, this is what we're doing. I'm glad I was prepared. Do you see how soft it is? I was able to smush this lightly. So we'll go ahead and wing it out with a brush. The color is beautiful. It is pigmented. She's doing her thing for sure. I'm gonna apply a smidge of that on the waterline at the bottom and then apply mascara. We only have the Give lipstick left to try, so let's go ahead and do so. You know I'm not wrong when I say this shade is absolutely stunning. I applied a lip liner. Why is this basically the same shade as my lip liner? And I didn't even plan it. I really wanted to see what this looks like on my lips. And it looks so good. Hold on. It feels like a velvet. It feels like a cream to powder somehow. This is, oh, I like this formula. This is so creamy and hydrating, but pigmented. It's like a moussey formula in a stick. And I was raving about the packaging because I thought the packaging was everything, but I don't know if it's long wear. I can't tell you that. This is first impressions, but it feels so good on the lips. I've said it already. I'll say it again. The brands featured, the items featured are just mind-blowing, and they hit it out of the park with this one. I'm so happy I had the Charlotte Tilbury foundation so that I could actually try it and show you what she's going to look like on this skin. It looks graceful. It looks beautiful. It's not going to be full coverage, but it is buildable, and your skin is going to look so pretty, and it's going to love it. I've given you my feedback. We already know how we feel about it, and I'm living for this look, but I want to hear you guys' thoughts. I know you guys look forward to videos where I'm trying on the product and give you some inspo, but how do you feel about today's look? Are you gonna use the liner as a pop of color? Are you looking forward to me trying these shimmers out of the palette? A big thank you to my channel members, the G Squad. Thank you so much for joining and supporting the channel. It means the world to me. These amazing people have clicked the join button below one of my videos, joined channel memberships, and have unlocked exclusive perks like behind the scenes, a private community page, exclusive videos, and giveaways. They get their very own badge so that everyone knows who a channel member is, as well as YouTube will highlight every single one of their comments under any and every of my videos. So if you're ever interested in joining channel memberships, all you really have to do is hit the join button below any of the videos and you're set. YouTube is gonna recommend your next video based on your watch history. And you'll see that here on screen. I will also recommend a playlist filled with all things beauty. I think you'll really enjoy it, so I hope you consider checking it out, and I'll see you on the very next one. Bye guys.